All right, looks like both players are ready. Good luck and have fun, y'all. I'll count you down for game number 1. Nervy early Tetris. Portal's in some trouble. Portal's in a lot of trouble. Portal's gonna top out. Echo. There's a Lamar, there's a Tetris, there's the game. Alex T will take a 1-0 lead. If I get that J over, this is awkward. And Portal is not going to be able to get anything else done. He tops out at 734. Looks like he's getting this down, but no, he hangs the yes, that's it. He's going to top out at 1070. You need 1070 to take it. A70, Lombard, Tetris, there's the game, and there's the set. Alex T will take game number 3. Looks like we got it ready from both players, so good luck and have fun, y'all. Let's count you down for game number 1. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. He's very angry. All right, we got a T. We got an L. This is the Classic Tetris League, and I'm Arbaro. Looks like we got a color switcheroo on Akatu's side, but I don't think it'll cause too much of an issue. Just, I might mix up an L and a J and an S and a Z. So, if I do that, I'm sorry. I think this has been an issue with Akatu. Very interesting bug. Anyway, they're off and running. So let me tell you who they are. On the left side of your screen, out of the United States of America with an NTSC PB of 16.7 million. Sorry, I almost shortchanged him by like an order of magnitude. Lombard Tetris, a little bit of an iffy left side, but he gets the stack down. March 2025 CTM champion, former CTL champion. I believe he's won it twice, 3 times. I should check that. Anyway, but he is the reigning CTWC world champion. Maybe that's the biggest feather in his cap. It's definitely the biggest feather in his cap. Biggest feather in anyone's cap. Anyway, I'll stop blabbing. He's Alex T. You know him. You love him. He's at 98,000 points. Akatu at 139. On the right side of your screen, out of the Republic of Finland, a keyboard roller with an NTSC PB of 1.79 million. He's Akatu. He's currently up by almost 2 Tetrises, 32 lines in, also a few lines in pocket. So far so good. Gonna hit that S spin. Close one here so far, less than a Tetris apart, 47 lines in. Alright, make a note for Yobi to look at that. I will. Yeah, so as we alluded to before the match, these players have played twice before, both of them in CTM this year. And its all-time series is 1-1. Akatu being the one to knock Alex T out of Mega Masters. So, Alex T hoping to get a little bit of revenge here. See if Akatu can keep the gravy train rolling. Alex T number 2 in the Premier poll. Akatu number 22. I'm guessing he's going to jump up. He has had some very strong results lately. Beating Alex T, first and foremost among them. Yeah, we've had a lot of players kind of jump back into it this month. Guessing CTWC is coming soon, though a lot of the players are ones that you probably won't see there because they're coming from far afield. Portal has been playing more recently, O has been playing more recently, and they've both been doing very well. 315 to 356. Akatu holding on to a bit of a lead here. We're over halfway to 19. Akatu having to take a few burns, not really getting the greatest of pieces to resolve this quickly. Lombard Tetris. There we go. Nice little adjustment for the L or the J, whichever it is. I feel like the fact that the colors change every month, every level in post is a underrated level of difficulty in classic Tetris, or NES Tetris in particular. Can't really rely on the colors to. And you can rely on them in 18. And I think that might be part of why 18 is so, I don't want to say easy, but like, you know, the colors might matter. Maybe not just as much as the speed, but, you know. When you compare, like, more than you think they would. 476 to 432. Akatu holding on to a 1-2 Tetris lead. We're over 100 lines in. Strong game from Akatu. Alex not doing too shabby either. Akatu on pace for 600k. Just needs to keep the bars coming. And there's one of them. Resolves a dependency in the middle of his stack. Oh, hi, Primer. How's it going? People in chat. Primer, the developer of Nestris.org, where you can play Nestris against the org. Akatu goes in with 619. Alex T, 554. He's going to go in with a 556. Akatu actually developing a bit more of a lead here. So Akatu, very solid start to this one. Lombard Tetris for Akatu goes into level 20 with a 673. Akatu doesn't have the lines in hand anymore. Alex T nailing a couple more Tetrises. And he's had a little bit of complications of his stack, maybe an Xbox height. So he'll be digging. And Akatu's scoring. Let's see, getting out of this pretty quickly, as you would expect from him. There you go. Now he's more or less clean. Lombard Tetris goes up to 669, 782 for Akatu. 6-figure lead now. Hope you're all having a great Sunday. As someone who just experienced the weather, it's nicer than I was expecting it to. I guess it's May. That's kind of what you expect out of May in Seattle, other than rain. Nice brisk morning. It's not too hot, it's not too cold. All you need is a light jacket. Both players clean. Or I guess Alex T almost clean. Close the gap a little bit here. We're into level 24 just through efficient play. Alex T's level 24 goes a little haywire. It's like flashing like Christmas lights here. Both players now into level 25. Level 25 is usually one of the ones that twinkle, but that's not happening here. Akatu, a little bit of a board complication, takes a double. Gonna get it down. Alex T clean. He's just holding out for the bar. Doesn't quite get that square over though. There you go, gets great pieces for it. Won't take any burns. Lombard Tetris has to form a dependency. So he's waiting for the bar, which of course it doesn't come. Nice double though. Some nice flat burns, keeping the situation under control. Very, very good stacking from Alex T. 901 to 940, close one. Akatu holding on to over a Tetris lead for most of that. He had a 6-figure lead at some point, but now it's all but dissipated. As we're into level 27, 29 is looming. 979 to 969. Akatu will max out with that Tetris, goes up to 1012. He has a Lombard dependency column 1, goes ahead and gets the T to fill it out, but still board a little not quite in the shape he wants it to. He'll get the right pieces to smooth it out. Lombard Tetris, both players into level 28 now. Alex T only one Tetris away from the transition. He's going to go in with a 1078. Akatu going to go in with a 1019. We got ourselves a close one here. Alex T is taking the lead, though it's being traded right now. Alex T now into level 30, 1.1 for both players. Let's see, trying to get his board clean. Akatu clean, needs something to the left, going to get it. He hasn't been standing up for the Tetrises, but he's keeping himself alive. Lombard Tetris for Alex. Akatu fires right back, 1172 to 1184. More or less equal line count. Lombard Tetris for Akatu. Alex T not set up, just has to settle for the double. Bar doesn't get all the way over. Like another one. It comes, but a little too late. Akatu holding on to a Tetris lead. 1235 to 1191. Akatu, a little bit of a misdrop of a J. So he's going into digging mode. Alex T not clean either. He gets a much needed bar for the middle of his stack. Akatu is climbing. Still survivable, but only just. Gets the long bar over. Needs something to the left. Doesn't quite come in time. Doesn't get the J over. I think that might be it. Alex T not in trouble. Alex T in trouble as well. He needs to get out of this. Akatu's top out score is 1249. Alex T, you need 1250 to take it. Charlie 5-0. He's not going to be able to get anything to the left side. That's it. Alex T tops out at 1224. Akatu takes it by less than a Tetris. GG's. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. We got a T, we got a square, we got a T. And we're rolling. Akatu, of course, the world famous keyboard roller. So has a little bit of a unique play style. He's on a keyboard. I don't know what sort of keyboard. Maybe I should inquire about that. Maybe it's mechanical, maybe it's a membrane keyboard. But he keeps his finger, so he keeps one finger on the key, and then he uses the fingers of his other hand to like roll on top of his finger. Which is pretty cool. Is Alex's line counter off? I have no idea what's going on there. Or maybe this one. No, it's fine. Sorry, can't do math. So far, so good for both players. It's mechanical. Okay. Even. Yeah, I heard that. AV's saying I heard that membrane is a bit doo-doo for rolling, but I wouldn't know. Yeah, it's outside of my expertise, but maybe Akatu can shed some light on it when he's not playing. Gets a bar for a dependency. 123 to 122, close one here. Danny saying, even after wearing the beanie, still incredible hair. Just Alex T rocking the just rolled out of bed look. Rocking it well. Alex currently at 3-0 in the season. Has only dropped one game. Akatu looking for his first win. Does have 3 individual game wins, which are going to be very important. Remember, in CTL, each individual game matters. It's a point system where you get... If you lose, you get a point for each game you won. And if you win the set, you get 7 minus the number of games your opponent won. Akatu nails the T-spin. T comes in time. That's the thing with those T-spin setups. It's pretty much a T dependency. You're waiting for it to come, and if it doesn't, not a whole lot you can do with it. 248 to 306. Alex T with the lead. We're just under halfway to 19. We do have a match Reno. You can give these players money. Currently up to $339. We like getting to, I think, about $1,000 every season. More is always welcome, but these players work hard for your entertainment. Throw them a buck or two. 375 to 297. Alex expanded the lead. Akatu not really doing much wrong. It's very efficient play from Alex. Up to a 36% Tetris rate. I don't know. That's not real. Drought counter ticking. That's the thing, commentating on a drought. I don't want to like give it away. Lombard Tetris for Akatu. 448 for Alex, 371 for Akatu. Alex has a few complications on his stack. Hopefully he will get them. Oh my goodness, beautiful flat burn. He can't believe it. Gets it resolved very quickly. The pieces come. Just, it feels so good when that happens. I don't know. It's like one of the greatest feelings in Tetris when you have that stupid flat burn. 503 for Alex T. Still 106 lines in. Quite a bit of room before the transition. So pretty good pace from Alex. 456 for Akatu. Solid stuff from him. I was going to plug something else. Oh yeah, I was going to plug TNP. We are Tetris for the non-pros. If you are under a max out PB and you want to play some competitive Tetris, boy, do we have the server for you. We have league-based things like CTL. That's kind of the main thing we do, but we also have tournaments. We have a ladder league. We just have chill vibes. You can come in and hang out. As these players approach level 19 here. 618 for Alex T. Looks like I was gonna say looks like he'll burn in, but he's actually still has like 3 more lines. He will burn in, takes a triple. 626 is the transition score. Akatu's going to burn in as well, 510. So 6-figure lead here for Alex T, but both players are clean and both players are scoring. UFC saying, hi Zemp, cat happy. Everyone loves to see Zempro. Zempro is a cool person who does a lot for the community, and we are very appreciative of them. So thank you, Zempro. And thank you, Evesy. He was the founder of Classic Tetris Level 12. Now kind of a little bit of a pumpy heart domain, but Easy is the one who kicked it off. So, thank you to her. The hallowed institution of Classic Tetris Level 12 may or may not have stolen an idea or two for the TNP server. A little bit of a mischief is causing a dig for Akatu. He's trying to get it done pretty quickly. Square is not super helpful. Not getting the best of pieces, but he's doing what he can with what he's getting. And he's going to reopen the well. Lombard Tetris for Akatu. He's actually closed the lead here a little bit. 753 to 676, level 22. Akatu with a cleaner looking stack. Lombard center well Tetris for Alex too. Takes a triple. That won't slow him down too much, especially since he's going center well here. Oh, but Akatu doesn't get that S over. So Akatu in a bit of a pickle. Needs a bar to the right side. Gonna get it, gonna zip it over. Looks like he's set up. He doesn't stay set up, but he was set up there for a second. He's gonna reopen as well. Lombard Tetris. 754 for Akatu. 854 for Alex T. So just about 100,000 point lead as we get about halfway to 19. Or I guess over halfway now. Level 24. I keep mixing that up because of, like, that's level 29 and not level 30. Why would you start at level 0 if all the transitions are just going to be at like level 19 anyway? Just start at level 1. That just makes the math easier. Sorry. This is what happens when you let programmers inherit the world. They just start doing dumb things that don't make sense. Alexei is maxed out, level 26, 1016 for him, 889 for Akatu. Transition looming, Akatu now into level 28. Eldritch Pink Frog, welcome in, first time chatter, hello. Thank you for joining us for this Classic Tetris League experience. So it's a fun matchup here. Both players getting close to trend 29. Akatu going to max out, go in with a 1004. Alex T has a 1.1, room for one more. Going to go in with an 1163. And they're off and rolling in post here. Post even. As a Tetris for Alex T. Hits the 1.2. Here's another one. Alex T, very strong start to a 29 play. Akatu trying to get out of a dig. Alex T doesn't quite get that T over, but the bar will go. Bunch of squares, manages to get them all to the right side. Both players digging right now. Alex T with a sizable lead. 250,000 points. 1293 to 1047. Nice Tetris for Alex T. Couldn't have come any too soon. Left side looking pretty awkward. Gets a long bar and a triple. Alex T reopens column one. Doesn't get the bar over, but the next one will get there. 1364 for Alex, 1064 for Akatu. Now 300,000 point lead for Alex. Akatu hasn't been able to score a whole lot in 29. Alex T is done at 1366. Akatu, you are in a chase down. You need 1367 to take it. Delta 6-7. Oh my goodness, a couple dead drops for Akatu. Doesn't have a whole lot of time to do this, and I don't think he's going to be able to get anything done. Akatu's going to top out at 1079, and Alex C is going for game number 2. Ties up the set 1-1. GG's. Second. Let's count them down for game number 3. In 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Got a couple bars to start us off. Yes. We're having a philosophical discussion in chat about what a chair is, and Alex doesn't quite do what he wants to do with that bar. Gonna have a flat burn. Gonna get a tuck. Board a little wonky. It was clean there for a second, but not really in an amenable state. So you'll take a few burns to start this off. Akatu going to get the Tetris. There's a bar. And there's a J. And there's the long bar for the Tetris. Alex is out of it. Akatu's got 2 on the board. Alex got 1. And we are now off and running. Another little cleanup situation from Alex. Trying to keep his stack more flat. Not really getting the pieces for it. Hot dog is a taco. Okay, so if you have a recumbent bike, is that a chair? So like a normal bicycle, that's not a chair, that's a saddle. Apparently the distinction is that you don't, according to Potato, if you put your full weight on a seat, then it's a chair. But if you don't, it's just a saddle. Is that why you ride a bicycle and a horse, but you don't ride a car? Because like a seat in a car is a chair, right? Is a sofa a chair? Is a chair a single seater? Is a love seat a chair? Is a love seat a sofa? I have so many questions and none of them make any sense. 154 to 211, a little bit of a lead from Akatu. Alex C having some issues keeping clean on this one. It could be a chair, yeah. Is a bed a sandwich? A bed is a Arbaro sandwich. Just want to crawl up in there and get cozy and then be eaten by a giant. Drop counter on. Bar finally comes. Sorry, I guess that was a little bit of a spoiler. Okay. Well, there we go. He's probably didn't hear me before I came anyway. 38 piece drought though. That was a bit of a gnarly one. Akatu already with a 6-figure lead, halfway to 19. Lombard Tetris for Akatu goes up to 310. Alex with a bit of a low left. Going to get a bar, going to get a Tetris. 193. Kingsman doing the King Really thing. I mean, okay, compare this discussion to some of the discussions that happened at CTM. You can't say that this is like especially dumb. We're just like, we're all in Van Weller's grasp. I want to talk about things that aren't the relative merits of American fast food chains. A, because I'm a vegetarian and I can't eat most of them. And B, I don't know, it's played out. I want people all over the world to be included in the discussion. And I think everyone can relate to whether or not a bicycle is a chair. I don't know what I'm saying. This was going on YouTube, I'm guessing, because of the first 2 games, but so everyone can hear me mumble about whether or not it's things that you're. Hi, Carl. I hope you're having a good day. Feel free to make fun of my laugh in the comments. 386 for Akatu. 294 for Alex T. He's gonna say hot dogs and tacos are their own category. So I don't want to talk about hot dogs and tacos. I want to talk about chairs. Come on, gotta. The color thing for Akatu is still throwing me off with the S's and Z's, but it's not throwing him off because he doesn't see it. So it doesn't really matter. Nice line spin from Akatu. 418 for him, 339 for Alex T. I think Alex T has closed the gap a little bit. We're over 100 lines in. Akatu holding on to a couple of Tetris lead here. Satoru is saying bicycle could be a chair as long as you don't lean over too much. Danny asking, is mayonnaise an instrument? I mean, if you try hard enough, anything's an instrument. Maybe the mayonnaise bottle is an instrument if you... Okay, so you know how you do the thing where like you... Anyway, we're about to transition. I'm going to shut up and talk about the Tetris. 511 for Akatu. 433 for Alex. Akatu has room for a couple more. Pretty solid game yet again for Akatu. Akatu just being consistent here, and I think that's kind of part of the story of his success. Akatu will Tetris in at 559. Alex T, 479. Going to Tetris in at 503. Good things happen when you put the ball in play, and by put the ball in play, I mean make it to 29. I'm going to keep insisting that Tetris is the... Oh my goodness. Misshift of the bar for Alex. It's going to get the flat burns. Going to reopen the well. He needed that. I have the room to bring this down. Akatu is Tetrising. He's going to go ahead. 84,000 points. Lombard Tetris. There's a 6-figure lead. 648 to 540 into level 21 now. The misshot from Alex. He's kind of has a lot of weight. It's not what he wanted to do with that bar. A little bit of a suffer game. Alex can't quite get the pieces where he wants them to go. So I'll go to a sizable lead here. 706 to 576. It's level 23 now. Alex does have some lines in pocket. About 8 now, so almost a full level. Lombard Tetris 2 off the bottom for Alex. 610 to 795. Akatu having a strong post so far. Keeping on, keeping on. Reopens the well. Nice little adjustment for the J, L, whatever it is. Lombard Tetris for Akatu. 829. I think we're saying, Alex, don't ever play poker. Okay, Alex getting the pieces he needs. A couple awkward placements, but he's going to get out of it and out of the level 24 flashing situation. It's probably a little bit of a miscalibration, but forgive him. He probably didn't check every single level, which I mean is difficult. Akatu has a blocked well. Having to take some burns. So quite a bit of a lead. Level 26 now. Transition is looming. Akatu Lombard Tetris has a hole in his stack, but is otherwise clean. Next bar would be a triple, but he has his well blocked for it. Now has quite a bit blocked. Keeps getting S's. Doesn't really have anywhere to put them other than columns 9 and 10. 850 for Alex, 947 for Akatu, and Akatu's board a little bit high here. We're going to try to get it down. This is not how he wants to transition. Reopens the well. Nice couple burns here. Both players clean now. Both players one Tetris away from 29. But that's not true. There we go. Akatu's going to burn in 967, Lombard triple 985. Alex T, now he's one away. He's going to triple in at 925. So both players off and running yet again on level 29. Lombard Tetris for Alex. Akatu needs to get a 5-tap of a bar or something. Ends up getting a Z all the way over. Alex is in some trouble. Gets a bar over. That's a triple. That's got to keep him alive. But he can't get anything to the left side. He's done. Alex T tops out at 974. And Akatu is good for game number 3. He moves at the match point. GG's. Fist pump. He holds on there. Count them down for game number 4. Good luck and have fun, y'all. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Is Akatu a high top 20 player? Yeah, I mean, he's okay. So last month, Akatu was number 22 in the Premier poll. He's had some really good moments this month. He has beaten Alex too, and now he's at the very least going to take Alex T to the decider. He has 2 chances to take another set off of him. So Akatu got to see if lightning can strike twice. Let's see if he's Alex T's kryptonite. Let's see, not a terrible set from him. Again, Akatu. Good things happen when you put the ball in play. And by put the ball in play, I mean make it to 29. So even the top players, even Scooty, can have some, you know, some missteps on 29. 29 is a fickle beast. Satoru says, level 18 after level 29 looks so slow and manageable. Yeah, that's kind of the thing where, like, okay. I'm realizing that how important 18 is in the whole situation, because I think it was January, maybe February, one of the months, we had Faster Masters at CTM recently, and everyone just kept topping out like on level 20. Faster Masters, if you're unfamiliar, is a CTM tournament where you kind of just start like 130 lines in. We start at level 19 and you immediately go to level 20 after 10 lines. And people just kept topping out on the level 19 speeds, even players who would normally get through it. So I think that 18 is doing an important thing psychologically, providing a little bit of, I don't want to say downtime, but like a little bit of lower stakes. Stakes still high, but not quite as high as they are in post or 29. So yeah, I think that this is a fairly critical part of the game. 231 to 211, slight lead here for Akatu. Hole in Alex T's stack, but otherwise clean Lombard Tetris. Gonna just burn it out. Here we go. Chen said, do you remember when Alex T early top 3 times? I do, yeah. I mean, I think everyone kind of has those sets sometimes. I think that was the playoffs at one tour, yeah. So that's not really the case here, though. Alex T not topping out early. Akatu having to beat him on 29. Really, I mean, maybe not beat him on 29, but having to play 29 to beat him. There's a dirty for Alex. He's nodding his head. He likes it. 328 to 345. Akatu, a little bit of an awkward left side. Has to get a tuck of some sort. And pieces aren't really coming for it. There we go. They finally do so. He has his wall blocked off. Has his wall more blocked off. Now it's unblocked, but he has a hole. And now the hole isn't there anymore, but now his well is blocked again. This is too much information. We're halfway to 19. 351 to 375. Alex T has taken the lead. So Akatu just cannot open his well. Been clean, but there we go. The damn thing won't stay open. And he does the whole thing where, you know, you block the well and the bar comes, because that's how Tetris works. But there we go. Gets 2 in a row. Gets a couple of Tetrises. Alex T has taken the lead of a Tetris almost to 443 to 403. Arbaro, you at CTWC? Yes, I will be at the Classic Tetris World Championship in a month from now. I will be flying to sunny California It'll be a good time. Looking forward to seeing y'all. Come say hi to me if you are there. Let's see what my volunteer opportunities are. I'm hoping Kingsman puts me on like a, I mean, my dream is that I do commentary for like CT1 or CT2, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think they have a fairly large stable of classic names. But maybe they put me on CT3 commentary. Maybe I do judging. Judging for them on the main stage is fun. I hope that. I did that at Jonas Cup. And I'm hoping to do that again. I like it. You kind of realize you're not really a judge. You're more of kind of a producer, I guess, or like a director. Kind of just making sure everyone's on the same page and handling situations as they arise. 560 to 483 Lombard Tetris for Akatu. Ostia ahead by a couple. We're getting pretty close to the transition. Hopefully, as Vera said, hopefully slightly overcast Southern California. Now it'll be, if you want slightly overcast, come to Seattle. That's Jonas Cup weather. Nice center ball for Alex. Both players clean now. Akatu about to go in. Lombard Tetris. He's going to go into level 19 with a 576. Alex T has the 600K. Room for one more. Mid 600 transition. 657. Great game on 18 for Alex. Still going to stay alive on the set and avoid another upset from Akatu. Yeah, okay, Zempro realizing, yeah, so we are getting, I forget that, like, you probably normally see Alex and CTM. Yeah, we are using Ninja Cam instead of restreaming here. So it's a direct feed rather than a feed of a feed. I do think that the Ninja Cam has been a very good idea, and that's the one thing I hope that other tournaments adopt. Akatu's closed the gap here. I don't think Alex has really run into any big slowdowns, but he's actually, Akatu's taking the real-time lead. He is ahead in lines by a whole level. 760 to 741. So that could be account for the difference. But so Alex C definitely with a pace lead, but they're trading the real-time lead. Here's my idea, and I don't know if it's a good idea or not. If I am a judge, a main stage judge at CTWC, I'm going to buy, maybe I should do it now because of the tariffs, but I'm going to buy a like referee outfit, just like a little like zebra stripe shirt, and I'll wear it. So Kingsman, if you're listening, this is my bargain for you. Just let me know soon because I need to go buy it. 884 to 850. You're the new main ref, hell yeah. Hi Barrett, how's it going? 9:15 to 9. Okay, this is very, very close. I'm going to stop blabbing about CTWC and talk about this match here because it is all on the line. Close game. Alex T. Alex T's perfect season on the line here. I guess, undefeated season. 978 to 981. So you're saying, I'll just buy it anyway just for the chance to show it off. But never intended in this stuff. First time. We have a bunch of CTWC regionals. I would say all over the United States, but all over the United States other than in the South. If you live in the South, sorry. Both players have maxed out. 1049, make that 1082 for Alex T. 1025 for Akatu. So Alex T up by a Tetris and a half. Lombard Tetris for Akatu. We're approaching the transition. Both players level 27. People in chat cheering on Akagoat. Akatu looking for another big upset of Alex. Akatu might have Alex T's goat, but maybe Alex T pulls out not the reverse sweep, but the reverse, I don't know, comeback. Both players now in. 12:57 for Alex, 11:36 for Akatu. He gets the bar just in time, gets the stack down. So far, so good. Both players trying to get cleaned up. Alex T has a 2.5 Tetris lead. Nice dig here from Akatu. Alex also trying to get out of it. Neither player really in a position to set up. Akatu do something to the left. Go to get that bar over. Beautiful 5-tap. He's getting it down. Alex T set up one off the bottom center well. Gets it. 13-26 for Alex T. Has the 1.3. 12-09 for Akatu. So Akatu is still very much in it. He's down 100,000 points. But Tetrises are worth quite a bit here. Like about 40,000 if I'm not mistaken. Lombard Tetris for Alex T. Opening up a bit of a lead here. 1382 to 1225. Alex T on fire. Akatu doing his best to keep pace. Lombard center well for Alex T. He hits the 1.4. Akatu, a little bit of a misshift there. He's not really been able to score in post. Alex T sticking with the center well. There's another one, 1485. Still quite a bit of room to go. Akatu doesn't get that Z over. Board is climbing. And his left side gets the T over, but needs something to the right now. And that's not going to do it. Akatu's going to top out at 1286. Alex T is good for game number 4. Going to force the decider. Let's see what he can do here. Has the 1.5. Looking for the rollover. Kind of needs some J's. Getting pieces over. Gets a Lombard. That's a double. Trying to reopen his well. Does so. It's clean now. Lombard Tetris. 1566. A couple of misdrops. Level 37. Not a whole lot. Level 43. This is level 38. Not a whole lot of room, but he's going to want to try to set up, I believe. Has room for one more Tetris. He's going on to 1583. He's into level 39 now. He's going to try to get the Tetris, Lombard Tetris, and that's the rollover. He's got it done. Oh, there we go. GG's. He is pumped. I'm not so there. Anyway, both players are ready. Let's count down for game number 5 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. We have ourselves a Z. We have ourselves a L. We have ourselves a decider. Alex T's NTC is still going haywire. Kingsman, if you're still here, I'm going to ask you to make a call about whether to restart this. It was working okay. Yeah, all the numbers are wrong, except for the score is fine. The line counts and actually, the line counts bad, so I'm going to ask you to restart. Top out, y'all. Top out, top out, top out. You gotta try to get Alex to fix NTC. Sorry, like this is if the line count was okay, I would probably go for it. But like NTC is kind of. I'm gonna boot. Yeah, so don't do anything. I'm gonna boot you and re-add you. So sorry about this. All right, Alex, play a game. Yeah, I think it's looking okay now. Sorry about that. Okay. Let me give you a new seed. Alex playing so good that he broke NTC. Both players are ready. Let's count down for game number 5. Good luck and have fun, y'all. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. All right, we got ourselves a T, we got ourselves a J, we got ourselves a decider. Well, Alex T keep his undefeated season alive. We're Akatu. Yet another big upset over Alex. Definitely seems like Akatu has Alex's number regardless. Forcing a decider this way. Either way, Akatu, 2 big points already for the CTL standings. Looking for 3 more. Yeah, asking what happened in the first 4 games. Yeah, they're all very, very good. Yeah. Akatu really making Alex T work for every single game. This has been a fantastic set. No players 4 on the board. Alex getting a little high. Lombard Tetris. He's going to survive the drought. Akatu has to take a few more burns, but still pretty close. 144 to 120, about 30 lines in. Zimper saying, Alex, my heart. Yeah, that was a little, anyway, might take a bit of an advantage here. $153 to 218, long drought for, again, maybe not long drought, but so far not a lot of bars in this one, but both players are keeping themselves alive. So far, so good. Pretty big lead for Alex early on, though Akatu does have a few lines in hand. We're almost halfway to 19. 286 make that 309 for Alex. 203 make that 226 for Akatu. Firelina, welcome in. Good to see ya. While we're on 18 of this decider, one last plug of the prize pool. Sorry, that's not the prize pool. That's the seed. Do not ignore that. Here's the prize pool. Give the players money. They deserve it. Alex T going to be fighting for a chunk of that change. Akatu still could make the playoffs as well, especially if he keeps playing like this. 380 to 296, Alex T. Quite a bit of a lead here early on. Maybe not quite a bit of a lead, that's probably overselling it, but still, good size lead. Nice, setting it for the T-spin and getting it for Akatu. That was an adjustment. He saw the T in the window, he set up the T-spin. A little bit of a dependent stack for Alex T, but he gets the perfect pieces for it, so. Gets a few burns, he's rocking and rolling. Up to the line count. Libe count? What was that? That was... you know. Just Tetris stuff, getting some fractal RNG. They're a little drought here. Drought counter keeps ticking on. Alex T, pretty big lead. It was kind of pouring on the pace. 522 through 107. Akatu gets a bar, goes up to 420. Trey better. I don't know if Trey's the one doing it anymore. I think we might have a so Chroma saying Trey better fix the scrap. I think that Trey, we are no longer in the Trey Vision era. Yobi is the one who does. Astro Champs did a good, put a lot of effort into it. It's definitely a labor of love. Drought counter just going on again. We're pretty close to the transition now, and Akatu is high. Oh, it doesn't get that square over. This could be it. And this is it. Akatu got a top out of 446. Alex T is good for game number 5 and the sets. He survives. Another strong challenge from Akatu. GG's. Let's see the winner scene again. Alex T taking 2 out of 2 this morning. One of them was a pretty easy, set against Portal. Ooh, Has some good paces, but topped out early. But Akatu giving him a run for his money. So congratulations to Akatu. 2 big points as he's trying to avoid the drop zone. But Alex T keeps his undefeated set alive. Moves up to 3-0. Really puts him.
Both players stacking up for this first Tetris. Neko's going to get it first. O follows shortly after. Another Tetris for Neko. We're taking a couple burns, so misses out on that Tetris. It's going to be ready. There's the bar on the Tetris for Neko, and a simul Tetris. Tetris for O. Neko now with a blocked off well. Reopens it with that split double. Bar on the Tetris for O, Tetris for Neko. 100k versus 100k, it is neck and neck. With these first 20 lines, Tetris for Neko. O is setting up a that's a Sentinel dirty Tetris. Column 7, row 3, gets the column 7, row 3. Takes a double, transfers back over. Neko maintaining a clean stack, and we'll get a clean Tetris. Tetris for O as well. Another Tetris for Neko. Tetris for O. Neko has 3/4 of a Tetris of a lead here. The first 40 lines, but it's still very much close. Neko currently undefeated so far in this CTL div. Has in fact, that is the game that he just dropped. Is in fact only his second game dropped so far. This division. Swept Hydrant and Maisie and won 3-1 against Redshirt. O meanwhile lost in a sweep to Scooty, but beat Cole in a decider, beat Redshirt in a decider, and beat Hydrant 3-1. So that's the 3 wins, 1 loss, but the match record is 9-8 compared to Neko's 9-1. So Neko got the leg up in this division. But that could be changing if O can continue this momentum and take the game. Tetris for Neko. We're in a slight drought here. There's the bar. Neko blocking his well off. Trying to reopen things up. Opens the well but makes a hole in the board. Okay, gets the bar for the Tetris. Still has this hole pretty now deep in the board. He's going to take the split triple. Is Neko and build upon row 2, which he is Tetris ready on, as is O. Both players going for the row 2 Tetris. Both players now waiting on the bar. That is droughting them. O with some delayed burns. Neko with the Tetris, O with the Tetris. Tetris for Neko. Tetris for O. Neko 416. O is at 379. Tetris and a half lead for Neko. As we're about to hit the 100 line mark. The transition will be happening to level 20 at 140 lines here. Tetris for O. Another drought. But the drought ends for Neko, getting the